What's up, and welcome to Your Yes is Needed, episode 7. So, I wasn't going to just jump on any topic this week. I actually was waiting to see what I wanted to talk about. And usually, every Thursdays, I like to post a podcast just for no reason, just because I picked Thursday. But yesterday, I was feeling like I needed to post something. So, I waited. And then Friday morning, this incredible thing happened. I woke up without my alarm clock and I went straight into cardio, which never happens. And currently I'm listening to an audiobook called Green Light by Matthew McConaughey. And I was like, all right, let me see what's up. I felt this urge, I felt this need to just start listening. So in chapter 3 was an incredible chapter that just sparked up something in me that I have been talking about it all day long, to where I'm jumping on now to finish the day with what I discovered between need and want. Now, this has everything to do with how I got here, my training, my workouts, my lifestyle, my commitment, my dedication. It has everything to do with need and want. So let me share. So in chapter 3 of Green Light, like by this time he had moved to the West Coast to sleep on somebody's couch, to pursue his career in acting. And he had a very strong want. And then he said that he started running out of money. And then he told his buddy, hey, just give me a gig. I need this money. And this guy cussed him out. He goes, don't you ever let them know that you're needy. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And he says, the moment you let them know that you're needy, you're never going to get hired. You need to go back to the wanting. Now, he said he heard loud and clear. I heard loud and clear. And so what he did was he went to Europe, and with a very small budget, went there for a month, and he just explored. And he said that the desire from need went away, and he couldn't wait to go back to the West Coast, to go back to wanting to pursue the career. And I'm thinking, wow, I get it. So I've been talking about this all day. So I jumped on and I created a group chat in WhatsApp, and I sent it to like 8 or 7 people. Anytime you ask something, you get it within 24 hours. I'm a big believer that anytime you ask about anything self-growth, you get your answer within 24 hours. But I promise you're not going to like the answer, because there's 3 reasons why: pattern, habit, behavior. Anytime you ask for something for self-growth, we usually overlook the answer because it's hard to break pattern, habit, and behavior. Of course, it's going to affect those 3 things: pattern, habit, and behavior. So when you're asking for change, and you're like, oh, I need to change something. Well, you have to accept the fact that it will affect pattern, habit, and behavior. So then you're like, oh, that's not the answer, because that requires me to change my favorite things that I've been holding on to for all these years: pattern, habit, and behavior. See, one of the things that I do is that when I'm offended or defensive, I hurry up and open that door and ask why. Why am I offended? Why am I defensive? I need to open that door. I need to open it right there and then. I need to ask the question, why? Because that's an opportunity to find out and dig. Was I always like this? Oh no. Oh, absolutely not. I was so offended and so defensive until I started understanding emotions. And so I was like, oh, whoa, no. I remembered when I was going through therapy and my pride and my ego was being bruised. I said, in order for me to adjust and accept the truth, I need to physically hold on to my chest as if I'm having a heart attack. Yeah, it may be a bit dramatic, but it makes me feel better until I kind of get adjusted. And every time she said something or said something that bothered me, I was like, oh, wait. Oh, my heart. Oh, my ego, my pride. Okay, continue. I mean, I literally did that. I was so dramatic because holy smokes, I was never okay with letting my pride and ego hurt. So I was always used to being a smartass or defensive, or I responded with an answer that made absolutely no sense because, oh, how dare you? And now I've turned the tables and said, oh, I'm offended. Why? Oh, I want to become defensive. Why? I love asking it, but it took a long time to get there. So it is possible. You just have to be okay answering and opening that door. So one of the things that he was talking about in this audiobook, he was just like, needs and wants. I was like, oh, let me go there. Let me open that door. So I opened that door and I was like, I realized I never needed Daniel, my dog. I wanted Daniel and he came to me. I never needed my own gym. I wanted one, so I got it. I never needed a team, but I wanted one and I got it. See, anytime you chase your ego and you feed your ego, you're just going to make it bigger. And anytime you do the opposite, if you do it for passion and compassion, you get to feed that. You get to decide what you want to feed. Either you want to feed your ego or you want to feed your passion. So when it's needy, when you become very, very needy, you're feeding your ego. I need to do this. I need to win. I need a trophy. I need this. I need that. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with winning. But if it's to feed your ego, everything's wrong with it. I want to be successful. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to find the best version of myself. So I'm okay with failure. I'm okay with last place because I have no problem failing because it's not for you, it's for me, because I want to discover more of myself. It's not for you. The placement is not for you, it's for me. However, if I need to prove something, I'm gonna feel like a failure because now I'm looking for approval. I'm seeking people. I'm seeking their reactions. I'm seeking for attention. Failure. When you want to find the best version of yourself, when you want to be successful for all the right reasons, there's no such thing as failure. There's only lessons. Why? Because I don't need to please nobody. I don't need your approval. I don't need the pat on the back. I don't need nothing from you because I want it for myself. I want to find out how much more I can do. This is why I'm natural. Not that I'm talking down from anyone else that does anything unnatural. I want to find the impossibilities through my natural mind, body, and soul. Because they say, oh, that's impossible. I want more of that. Not because I want to prove nothing. I just think that it is possible. So that's what I want. So I pay the price of waking up at 3:30 in the morning. I keep my distance from doubters. I keep my distance from needy people. I keep my distance from those that don't believe. It can get lonely, but that's what I want. I want to reach new levels of impossible. But if I did it with the intentions to prove people wrong, to prove this, to prove that, even though I have proven a lot, but it was for myself, that's why I'm able to keep it. So if there's always this ego, if I need to constantly feed my ego, I'm already doing it for the wrong intention. Why do you want to win? I hear a lot of people's stories all the time. I remember one was like, because I deserve it. Whoa, okay, daddy issues. calm down. But why? And it just sounded so, the answer was so bitter. Even before I have this mindset, I was like, holy smokes, where's Jesus in your life? So who competes 9 times, places last place every single time, and still keeps going? Someone that wants to find the best version of themselves. I'm not failing, I'm winning because I haven't stopped. The success is in the going, not at the end. See, the reason why the success is in the between is because once you stop looking, you stop seeking. Like going to school, you're reading more, you're dedicated more, your commitment is much more sharper. You make adjustments, you plan, you think, you're creative, you're being pulled in different directions, and you still show up and make it through. That's very successful. But the moment you graduate, you stop. You stop reading so much, you stop learning so much, you just stop. So where's the true success at? At the stopping or the in between? The piece of paper or the learning? It's up to you. So I've been meditating on this every single day. I've been meditating the last few days on what's up. Like there's this pause in my life, there's this delay, and I'm like, yo, what's up? So I recently hurt my back really bad from running. And I'll tell you what happened. So there's this May show. It's local, and local is cheaper for me because I don't have to fly. I don't need a hotel. I don't need to take days off. I just show up to a local show. So it's cheaper for me. I knew deep inside I was supposed to sign up for this Atlanta show. But then I was like, oh, the cost is making me uncomfortable. I'm financially uncomfortable right now. And then so I started becoming needy in the financial area. And I was like, oh, my thought process is different. My passion is now thinking about the need versus the want. So I was like, okay. And I did not feel motivated whatsoever. I did not look forward to this May show, but it was cheaper. My intention was to go for a run. If you read my book, I simply said, anytime I need a fire lit up on me, a run does it for me. A run, because it's my greatest testimony. Everyone says I couldn't run. So anytime I run, I just get so fired up. I'm like, game on, let's go. But instead, the intention was to use running to get fired up. Instead, it injured me. I went for a jog and my back hurt so bad, it felt like sharp knives. It was suggested I go to the ER. And I said, no, this is not an ER issue. Something's up. I don't know. This is not an ER issue. This is not normal for me. So a friend of mine called me and said they had a dream. Pretty much, I'm to compete 3 more times. I was like, oh, all right. I know what's up. I know what this means to me. So I talked to my coach and I said, I think I'm supposed to do the Atlanta show. She's like, go for it. I said, I'm in. The moment I signed up, I started walking better. Crazy, right? Nope, it's what I believe in. I believe in following instructions. And then the plane ticket got bought. Man, now I'm doing squats, 200-pound squats for 5. My last PR was only 185. How did I just jump to 185 to 200 for 5 if my back hurts? You have to live in what you believe in. When I heard that in the audiobook of Green Light, whew, I loved it. I knew exactly what he meant. So, okay, check mark. I'm walking again, I'm squatting again, pain-free. But why do I feel this shift? What's going on? What door did I open? Oh, I became needy. I became financially needy. I'm like, huh. So I changed it to, I need such and such, to I want it. I want this because I have resources that takes care of other people. If I become needy, My language and my attitude sounds different. If I want it, I'm more compassionate and effective. Crazy, right? That just sounds so insane to me, but it works. And I'm like thinking about it. I was like, huh. It's the same thing like I told, like in the beginning. I didn't believe there was a God. I did, but leave me alone until I needed God. Oh, I needed God. And then now I just want God. So two different approaches. Now I have this passion and compassion. The other one, I was more desperate and needy. And now I just want. I want the relationship. I want the desires, and I want the miracle signs and wonders. And so it's the same thing as one of my athletes, Nefti. I just saw her today and I said, remember when you first came to camp, you needed a lifestyle change. That's what got you through the door. But then when you found powerlifting, now you want to find the best version of yourself. You went from need to want. And this is why I tell people, you're in the want stage. You want the best version of your life. How do you hang out with people who are needy? You have conflicts in mindsets. You can't hang out with someone that's needy. You have nothing in common. If you have a want mentality, but hang out with someone that has a need mentality, you'll never be able to reach your full want. You got to be careful who you hang out with. I hang out with folks, but that's it. We don't talk about conversations. We don't, because we have different approaches. I can share as much as possible, but a needy mindset needs attention. A needy mindset needs to be the victim. A needy mindset needs to keep their standards at a very low level to be wanted, to be breastfed, to be all the shit that doesn't matter. Like, just everything that does not grow. Needy people do not grow. Now, people that want, they make sacrifice, they listen, they read, they're attentive, they're compassionate, they're empathetic, because now they know what they want. To them, there's no such thing as failure. The needy people, oh, they're afraid of failure because the fear of failure is people pleasing. Needy. I need to please these people. Want people don't care what people say. Want people are past the needy. The want people want the best for themselves. So you can't hang out with needy people. My mind is blown. You really, really have to dig into your intentions. You really, 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 really have to ask yourself, what do you want? So I use this approach for my training and for my workouts. Right now, I'm back in training. I'm back in prep. So I need to be disciplined because I'm competing. And so to make it not so miserable, I shift my mindset to want. Oh, I want to be disciplined. Because as you head towards the cutting stage and the depleting stage and the peak week, it gets harder and harder. So you have to purposely change your mindset to, I need to work out. I need to do this. Until I can't wait to work out. I can't wait to get back on carb cycling. Oh, I can't wait. Your attitude will shift quickly because you're going to have to do it anyways. The change of attitude is free. So you might as well purposely change your attitude for free. When you want to lose weight versus you need to lose weight, your attitude is different. Everything's miserable to you when you need to lose weight. In fact, most of the people that need to lose weight don't last because you have the wrong intention. But when you want to lose weight, you pick up better habits, You pick up discipline, you pick up commitment, you look forward to it, you're not as miserable. Now you have created a lifestyle. When you need to lose weight, you feel like everything is work. It can even feel like it's punishment. And the question is, will it last a lifetime? Or I should say a lifestyle? Probably not. So I challenge you today, ask yourself 3 questions. Are you capable? The answer is always yes. Do you want to? That's up to you. Let's just say yes. And then 3, what do you want and why? Ask yourself these questions. I promise you, you'll find the answer that you're looking for. I hope this blesses you because I've been mind blown all day today. Have a good night.